Damn.
Wait your turn is wild.
Time hey Basil, is it like an intermission of hockey where it's like, okay, everybody's getting a timeout?
Yeah.
Like, no, intermission in hockey is 20 minutes.
Apparently not in Basil's work. He like, they're going to the penalty box. 2 minutes.
Hey, that's a lot of box.
2 minutes in the penalty box. That's all we need.
A woman paid a man back with a foursome for buying her and her two girlfriends VIP tickets to an Usher concert, and they went 11 rounds. And Basil is the person who say, "Wait your damn turn."
Hey! All I gotta say is that they took. Let me see. They took.
No, Chris would be like, "Tell me I'm not dreaming."
Nah, man. I bet you made me want to leave the one I'm with. Start a new relationship.
But you're in a foursome, Chris. You can't say that during a foursome.
Hey, Basil said, "Wait your turn," so I can say that. Exactly.
But you're not want to be with them. You're having a foursome, though.
Hey, man.
It's completely sex. No relationships involved.
Hey. I'm just saying. Usher got a song that says, "This ain't sex."
Hey, but you didn't sing that though.
Not yet.
You sung "You Make Me."
I know. I was getting that. I was literally trying to think of like all the Usher songs I could think of. Like, oh wait, easy.
Confession.
My man came in there like saying it was supposed to be just a one night up and down, and I'm out the door, but she's got me sitting here.
No, the way you talking about it, you saying I'm caught up. I don't know what it is.
But since she got me twisted, I'm so caught up.
That was on Radio Disney. Y'all remember that? That was on Radio Disney back in the day.
Exactly.
I was like, what is caught up?
Was it?
Yes.
I'm saying the DJ hadn't fallen in love, man.
Okay, that was later, but
right, exactly.
But today on the Great Debaters, we're going to start off right now. We'll just do the Great Debaters podcast. I'm your host, Chris Canty. We got Basil, Chris, and Chuck.
What's the deal?
All right. Today we're going to be talking about who was the best WWE wrestler of all time. Now, we could do by decade. We could do by year, and we're just going to go by all time. So we're going to start off with Chuck on who he thinks is the greatest WWE wrestler of all time.
All right. So to me, it's a toss-up.
Okay.
Between The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
To me, I mean, either one of them can get in the ring with anybody and make that person look fantastic. But of all time, I'm gonna have to go with Shawn Michaels, HBK. Because if you look at a lot of wrestlers now, top wrestlers like now wrestle like Shawn Michaels. He was like way before his time. So a lot of top wrestlers like Shawn Michaels, Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler. He was supposed to be like the second in coming of Shawn Michaels when he first came out. Like, shit. Even you got like what's his name? Bay. I can't think of his name right now.
Adam Cole.
All of them remind you of Shawn Michaels. Like
they do.
Like it's not like a lot of wrestlers nowadays is copying Shawn Michaels, not copying, but wrestle just like Shawn Michaels, who is to me the greatest wrestler of all time. I'm just saying.
I know that's a damn good reason. So I mean that's.
So you're saying Shawn Michaels? Okay.
Chuck spin. I came in front. Chuck spin.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Let's go Basil next.
Okay. So, of my opinion, greatest wrestler of all time. All right, hear me out. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Not because when it comes to stuff like WWE, it's not just what's going on in the ring, but also outside the ring. He knew exactly how to get people going, even when he's not even wrestling, just the whole crowd control and everything.
Yeah.
He was just so artistic. Like he knew how to get you so excited for a pay-per-view, be like, damn it, I'm paying $100.
$100 is wild, but go ahead.
See, it felt like $1,000 back in like 1998.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but you'd be like, I guess I'm gonna have to pay for SummerSlam now. I just got done paying for No Way Out, but all right.
Just got done paying for No Way Out. What's it on, like layaway or something? You know how far away those pay-per-views are from each other?
They were like 3 months. They were like 3 months apart back then.
Yeah, he put that on Wayfair.
Now you got PLEs like pretty much every 3 or so weeks.
Basically,
it's one a month. It's like it's like one a month.
Yeah. Back then you had one a month.
No.
Right now you got one a month.
No, right now it's one a month.
Like
two.
Like mind you, they just did Bash of Berlin on Saturday. They did No Mercy on Sunday, and then last month they did. Let's see, it was SummerSlam last month, and I think it was an NXT show that last month too. So so it's
Bad Blood.
Yeah, Bad
Blood is in 4 weeks.
October. Yeah,
that's in October.
Beginning of October.
Yep, and they bring that show back after 20 years.
I mean, with the storylines they're bringing in, it's going to be a good pay-per-view. It's going to be Sami Zayn versus Gunther. That's going to be good.
If they that'll be good, but this is just for me. Drew versus Punk. If you're not going to do Hell in a Cell, even though I would love that, you got to do 3 stages of Hell and give them an hour and just let the storyline just ride out. Give them an hour.
In real life, I feel like you need to turn it into a triple threat match and put Seth Rollins in there some way.
Yeah. No, just
for Bad Blood, maybe.
No, just let them go. Just get it over with.
Or have them interfere and let that build into WrestleMania.
No, they're trying to do something for like War Games or something like that. They want to do something for War Games.
Well, that's gonna be the
it's like 2 months.
I mean, you can't. You could.
It could be. That's gonna be a fast build.
But then again, what you could do because I
not really because the build been going on for a long time ever since they hurt. Ever since Roman lost the belt at what was that?
At Mania.
At WrestleMania, this build has been going on. They hurt Jimmy, they hurt Paul, right. And Jay, and then they grimmed Jay when they was over there on Raw for a hot quick 2 seconds. So it's building.
I think right now you probably have a bigger. Well, I'm not gonna say bigger, but right now because Raw's been on fire as of late. They got so much storylines going on as of right now. I think what they might be planning right now with War Games is that you do all those in Judgment Day. So obviously Dom, Finn, Carlito, Jay Madonna, you do them, and then on the other side you do obviously. And also throw in Liv Morgan too. Throw her in there as well. Then on the other side, Rhea. You got Rhea, Priest, maybe Jey Uso with how they're building it right now. And you could possibly make a couple of cases for the people, but I don't know. I mean, it's either going to be War Games like Bloodline related, like it has been for the last 3 years. Or it's going to be Judgment Day.
It's probably going to be Judgment Day.
Yeah, I mean,
Judgment Day was last year, right? It was Judgment.
Judgment Day was this year. Well, it was the Bloodline last year.
Well, I mean, but Judgment Day was War Games was part of War Games this year. Yeah.
It was. Oh, shit, it was last year. That's right. That's when Punk. Wait, that's when Punk came back.
Punk came back.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. But either way, right now they're just on fire with just PLEs right now. It brings you back to old school, like golden era NXT days where you would have 5 matches or 5 or 6 matches, but every match had time. and it
True.
let and actually saved itself for the main rivals for the main show, and not just fluff. That's how I like. That's how
Yeah,
you keep
Bash in Berlin was only 5 matches, and I was like, this is great.
I was
exactly
gonna say Bash in Berlin was fantastic.
This
Exactly.
is wonderful.
exactly. And like the
But
hardest thing.
that's the thing. Like, the thing is, they built these good matches. They had these good matches where back when Vince was doing it, they had a bunch of bullshit ass fillers that was like
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Exactly.
You
The
know,
Miz
Like-
versus John Morrison.
like somebody just get destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
what
The-
like Omos was still doing was there. Like, why is this
Omos.
motherfucker has a match on the pay-per-view, first of all?
Omos versus Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania.
Like,
That was
Right.
wild.
It was like when Chris Knight went to SummerSlam last year. Obviously, the filler was Ronda versus Shayna. That was the filler. Obviously,
Oh my gosh.
you can hear. I tell people all the time, you can hear a pen drop in that.
I almost
arena.
got up and went to the bathroom during that match. I didn't even know they were wrestling at most of the time. I was like, wait,
You hear a
they're
pin drop.
fighting.
It was quiet.
I never liked Ronda Rousey as a wrestler.
Me neither.
Yeah, I mean, like her best match was her first one.
Yep, at WrestleMania 34, which was the
And
best
it-
match on that card.
It really was, and people kind of don't want to admit that, but it was. But anyways, Chuck said Shawn Michaels. I don't know how the hell we got into all that, but anyways,
Yeah. Chuck said Shawn Michaels. Basil said Stone Cold Steve Austin. We're gonna do a halftime show right now, or not halftime, but a little break to just go over some of the superstars that we're gonna gloss over to get to the greatest. Now,
man.
for my opinion, I'm a SmackDown guy because I didn't have cable growing up, so I'm going straight to one of the best superstars ever made in Vince McMahon's head, Paul Burchill. Paul Burchill, the only superstar in WWE history to come in on a rope. Okay,
Dollar Store Jack Sparrow.
yeah,
You was better off saying Maven.
no, Maven was good.
Damn. Hey,
Maven was good.
Maven
Man,
was good.
talk about a callback.
That's a throwback.
Maven didn't Maven go against for the hardcore title at WrestleMania?
He did.
Yeah, he did.
And botched the drop kick. Good luck,
Botched it.
but that's all right. That's all right though. That's all right.
We also had Jimmy Wang Yang, Deuce and Domino, you know,
Just
which also they won the World Tag Team Champions.
Anyways, yeah, Jimmy Wang Yang.
Jimmy Wang Yang was a great superstar. Okay,
And
he almost won the Cruiserweight Championship.
yeah. Anyways, at that rate, you might as well just say Yoshitatsu was the greatest.
Yoshitatsu was a good superstar on ECW.
He was only
Steve Blackman.
Wait, who?
Steve Blackman.
Steve Blackman.
Dude.
Steve Blackman could have been good, like later, like maybe in the Ruthless Aggression era, not in the Attitude era, and some tweaking in OVW. But
a bunch.
Ken Shamrock.
Ken wasn't that bad. He was like really one of the first MMA people to be a wrestler, like to do professional wrestling, wasn't he?
Yeah, He
Him
was
and
the
like
start of like
what-
many to come.
Wasn't like Tank Abbott a wrestler too?
At a point,
Yeah. Before you guys, that's not down in over at Strike Force by Kimbo
Yeah.
Slice.
Man,
That man got put to sleep. I mean, mattress from put to sleep.
speaking of wrestlers, can we at least have appreciation for Kurt Angle being the heel?
Heel,
For how many years?
heel, face, tweener. I don't care, man. That man is like. If we're
he
talking
was good.
if
He
we're
was
talking,
the all-around character.
if we're talking about in ring performers, like you had to put Kurt Angle damn near top 5.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey man, Perk Angle was the truth.
Shoot, the whole truth. And
Nothing but the truth.
shoot, the match that we never got, and the best WWE match that we never got was Perk Angle against Bald Randy.
Man,
That Hell in the Cell, Perk Angle, Bald Randy, Hell on Earth.
You know who's really not a bad wrestler, but a lot of people don't like look at him as like a good wrestler or give him credit as a good wrestler.
Who, Brock?
R-Truth.
Facts.
R-Truth is a really good wrestler. Ron Ron Killings.
Ron Killings. Like he like if you go back and look at like a lot of his older stuff, especially like when he was in like TNA.
Early TNA.
Like he like even his early WWE stuff when he was what was it? Yeah.
I got you, Chuck. Yeah, K Quick.
Like he's a good wrestler.
We're getting rowdy.
Him and Road Dogg.
Exactly, man.
Road Dogg and K Quick.
AKA we got Timu New Age Outlaws.
Oh my god. All right.
I'm just saying. All
right, Chris. What's your favorite? What's the best WWE superstar in your opinion? Since you're saying some Timu.
Am I spinning facts?
I mean,
they ain't sponsoring us, so don't say that name again.
I'm just saying, man. They was like, okay, well, we want to push Billy Gunn, but Billy Gunn kind of got his ass eviscerated by The Rock in like a 3-minute promo. So we need to find someone. Okay, let's do R-Truth. I mean, K Quick. Let's do him. Anyways, if we're doing overall, like, okay, well,
Vito.
Stop. My damn the
Vincent.
FBI, the full-blood Italians. My God. My choice.
Chuck Palumbo.
No. My choice would have to be
Farouk.
No.
Big Daddy V.
Mark Henry.
Godfather.
Great Khali.
I know. Wait, I know. D-Lo motherfucking Brown.
You talking about the real deal? You looking at
He had the worst walk to the ring ever.
You looking at the real deal? Shit.
All right, go ahead. My bad.
Unreal. My choice for the greatest WWE superstar of all time,
Chavo Guerrero.
Bret the Hitman Hart.
Okay.
Bret Hart. The reason why Bret made everybody look like $1 million in the ring. Bret was good on the mic. He was good as the face. He was probably excellent as a heel. Not just with his stuff in WWE. Now I know the later half of like the late 90s with WCW after Starrcade 97 is frowned upon. I get that, but there's a couple of hidden gems that's in there. Like the Owen Hart tribute match between Bret Hart and Chris Benoit. Definitely worth the watch if you can find it on the WWE Network on Peacock. I can't say it for $9.99 per month, including taxes. Like, man, they were pushing that hard back then. Anyways.
Hey, man, we ain't getting paid for these promotions.
I know. I wish. But yeah, Bret made everybody in the ring better. He was very solid on the mic. He could have a match with the broomstick, and it would be like a 5-star match. And not only that, but he made new stars. Shawn Michaels, Owen Hart, Stone Cold. Fucking, like, he made, like, obviously, the match with British Bulldog, Diesel. Like, Razor Ramon. These are classic matches. Classics.
Mm-hmm.
You just literally just sit back and you just get your favorite beverage and you just watch them. You can literally make a top 5 on Bret Hart's best matches, and you could put those matches with any superstar at any point in their career, because that's how great he was. And I feel that most wrestling fans today, like of this generation, they only see Bret Hart like the guy who just complains a lot because he got kicked in the head by Goldberg that pretty much ended his career. But to the older wrestling fans, like pretty much all of us, who, yeah, we may not have been around when Bret Hart was in his prime, but we at least know of him in his prime, then, yeah, you really appreciate how good he really was. He really was, in my opinion, the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Oh, that's good.
I mean,
I agree. I'll give you that.
I came from, man.
All right. So, my first one. By the way, we're doing our top 5. We're gonna switch it up since there's so many that we can talk about. So we're
are we doing top 5?
But we're gonna go around. So
Oh, thank God.
okay. So mine will be The Rock. My top one will be The Rock.
I came in front about that one. I came in front.
Especially what he did for WrestleMania 40. Like that's like the build up, the press conference, the night 1 match, the night 2 match.
Now, I got a question real quick. Would you say the build for WrestleMania 40 was a better build than Austin Rock at 17?
Yes.
I can agree with that.
I agree with that because 40 was way better. WrestleMania 40 knocks 17 out the water, in my opinion. 40 is the best WrestleMania of all time.
That's
saying a lot.
I respect that take.
Because it has everything. 40 has everything. 17 has everything. You have an extreme match. You know, you have great women's match in 40. I don't know about 17 with China and it
was a really good squash match.
It was a good squash match.
It was a really good squash match.
You even had a battle royal before the main event at 17.
True. That's true.
With 40, you had so many great matches, but it all centered around the two main events, which centered around the bloodline, you know, and then The Rock was the main person. We didn't care about Roman Reigns because we knew he was going to lose the championship. We thought about what's The Rock going to do.
Final boss, what The Rock going to do.
Final boss Rock, which The Rock as a villain, way better Rock.
Way better.
I think the final boss is probably one of his better gimmicks.
It has to be.
So okay, would you compare final boss Rock to Hollywood Hulk Hogan?
All right, let me say.
Not Hollywood Rock. I would say Final Boss Rock.
Final Boss Rock compared to like early like Hollywood Hogan, like 96 Hogan.
96.
When he first turned.
Oh.
Like 97 versus Sting, Hulk Hogan.
Oh shit.
So we're talking about beginning of NWO.
Yeah.
Like when he first turned. When he first,
man. See, like, let me put it this way: Hogan, like, Rock was the type of heel that, like, he would talk shit to your favorite superstar, but you would still cheer because it's The Rock. It's The Rock. But
just Hulk Hogan.
No. But Hogan back then, it's like you really wanted to see him get his ass beat. Like, it was that type of heat.
Yeah, you did.
Especially the one where, like, especially for the old ladies like trying to punch at him, like over the balcony. That is real heat right there.
Mm-hmm. Because they were so used to being a good guy for like 10 years. Like,
exactly. And they're like, oh.
Threw Rey Mysterio into little trailers. That was too funny.
Yeah.
All right. So I had The Rock. So next we're going to start with Bezos next for round 2.
I'm trying to figure out best way I can defend myself on this one.
Jimmy Wang Yang.
Basil, I'm gonna need you to really think about this one because when we did the top 5 episode about Madonna's best song, and you said "Beautiful Stranger," I'm still gonna hold that over your head. You got so many options. You got so many, you cannot mess this up.
This might replace the Madonna.
Oh Lord, he's gonna pick Chris Benoit.
Oh shit.
Oh God, no.
He was a really great wrestler, though. I ain't gonna lie.
He was.
He was. But you know,
come on. Who's it gonna be?
Name Malenko.
Scotty Too Hottie.
God damn it!
Get the fuck out of here.
That is worse.
Yeah, you just lost. You lost the competition.
You lost.
I was gonna say, I was like,
banging it.
I was like,
Scotty Too Hottie.
Scotty motherfucking Too Hottie.
Hey man, he had a good theme song though.
Scotty motherfucking Too Hottie.
And the finishing and then the signature move, the worm, just.
Are you serious right now?
You can't. You gotta be trolling.
That was.
You had to be
right now.
Back in the day when he was in the video games and. When it came to making that would always be my custom characters. Yeah.
You can't be serious.
You used to play as Scotty Too Hottie?
No, I would when I'm doing my custom characters. I would always use his entrance
Oh, the
and
worm. Oh Lord.
and the yeah.
Did you come up with Rikishi too?
No.
Yeah.
And Brian Christopher?
Wait, no.
Grandmaster Sexay?
No.
Rikishi's another one that did it too.
Yeah, Grandmaster Sexay.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
This motherfucker said Scotty too hottie.
Hottie. All right,
I
Chris.
was
Chris,
like, I'm
all right,
thinking
Chris, you're
the
next.
best
Bezos, you're done. You're done, Bezos. You're
This
done.
man said
You're done.
Scotty.
Chris, what you got?
Okay, my next on my list.
So many options. So many options, Bezos.
So many options. Motherfucking John Cena. Shed.
John Cena. Okay.
John Cena. Yes. And I know next year's on his farewell tour, but like I mean, there's not really much.
Doctor of Thugonomics.
If we're talking about like who was really the next big thing to really carry the company on his back for like 10 years after Austin, after the Rock, after they left, it was him. It was him. He carried the company, man.
No, he
Now-
definitely saved WWE. I'm not even gonna lie
Exactly.
to you.
Now,
he saved WWE.
Now, granted, was he kind of forced down people's throats a little bit too much or something? Yes, it was.
Of course.
Yes, it was. Now, was some of his
A
booking
little?
was his booking a little bit ridiculous? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. But
Yes.
what did he kind of have like the 5 moves of doom? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. But his, like I said, his matches. I mean, honestly, if I had to think about the top of my head, I mean, the matches against AJ, Punk and Money in the Bank 2011. There's just so many matches I could think of. Really
The
great.
Randy
matches.
Orton trilogy.
Like the trilogy.
Okay,
Like
okay. The 7-part series.
just 7.
Okay, the 12-part series.
Oh no, that's too short. No, they have as many matches as they have more matches than James Bond movies combined.
No, they have more matches than R. Kelly closet videos. Okay,
Hey, wait.
trapped in a closet.
I mean, you're not wrong, but okay. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, John Cena just he was really
Is he in the closet?
he was the guy who really like Chuck said, who saved the company after Rock, after Austin, because they didn't really have ruthless aggression. And yes, I know we can't see him anymore, but when it comes down to it, love him or hate him, the guy, no, he paid his dues, man. Paid his dues.
I still can't believe you said was he maybe just a little.
I can't believe you said Scotty
Chris,
too hottie.
you're just a little.
You said Scotty too hottie. You have no
At this point,
argument.
At this point,
You have
you
no
just
argument
want to
with
just
nobody.
go ahead and mute your
Hey,
mic for a minute.
The question was who did we like?
Who know? It's who do you like?
I said, who's the greatest WWE superstar in your opinion? You said Scotty Too Hottie, who never even sniffed the main event picture.
Go ahead and just mute
But
his mic.
he was one that was great just for just
The motherfucker
straight-
Show, prelim,
comedy.
dark matches.
The motherfucker
House
couldn't even
shows.
get the hardcore championship. It was
What
a
was
24-hour rule.
What was it? Sunday Night Heat, Velocity, Saturday
Yeah,
Morning
oh,
Slam.
House show.
Couch.
places he did not belong.
Hold on.
But he was
WCW
still
Thunder.
I'll tell you what, Scotty Too Hottie and like Scotty, I will say this. That is a main event of an indie show in a 200 capacity gym in Evansville, Indiana. That's what that is.
No, not even Indiana. That's too many people. In Anchorage, Alaska.
God damn.
Put them up there. Main event. Scotty
Hey,
Too
that's
Hottie and Rikishi versus
The Eskimos?
shoot.
The Polish
No, versus Gilbert.
Get oh god,
And the only reason it's gonna sell because of Rikishi.
Hey,
Well,
Oh,
they're
you're not
moving-
wrong on that.
hey, Chris, I thought you were gonna say Simon Dean.
All right.
Hey,
my
hey, that was a good gimmick though.
It was.
The Richard Simmons knockoff.
All right.
Recipe, by the way.
Rest in peace. All right. My next superstar will be Triple H.
Yeah,
One of the best superstars of all time. One of the best heels of all time. One of the best theme songs of all time. Like when you hear his music, you just get ready for a match.
Black Air Force energy.
Black Air Force energy.
All right, now in all seriousness, can
No.
I give you a
Keep with this
legitimate
man's
answer
mic.
now? Can I give you a legitimate one?
No. That your Scotty Too Hottie is your legit answer. It's put in ink. You said Scotty Too Hottie. was one of your favorite
Goddamn
WWE
too
superstars.
hard.
He was one of my favorite. But anyway,
Nigga never sniffed the Intercontinental Championship match.
No. Hey,
it was still fun to watch. Damn it,
Chris, that's upper mid card. That's too nice. This man couldn't even sniff the hardcore championship, and now the 24-hour rule.
Anyway,
Nowhere.
No,
I
I
always
believe
like
that. I believe that Triple H is great because he was the first heel to win at WrestleMania in the main event.
That is true.
He was. Chris told me this the other day. Like he heard a story about WrestleMania 17. Vince McMahon didn't even know that Undertaker and Triple H didn't have a match for WrestleMania 17. So that's how they put them together. I was like, that's nuts.
That's correct. It's true.
How do you forget about Triple H and the Undertaker?
You're two of your biggest guys.
So he just put him in a match.
Put him in a match, and it became one of the best matches of WrestleMania history.
And it worked.
That's crazy.
That's nuts. Then he tore his quad, came back too early. Won against Chris Jericho. Went on the Reign of Terror, which everybody hates. Then he had like fat.
Oh, gosh.
I'm married now. I'm the boss's, son-in-law. Triple H era, which he was fat. Then he wasn't fat. Then he was really fat.
Then he
became the COO. Then he had a little ponytail hanging on for dear life. Then he cut that off. Thank the Lord.
Yeah, he had.
And then the one WrestleMania that people just dread watching and thinking of, WrestleMania 32, when we just knew he was going to lose to Roman Reigns. Like,
it just took 30 minutes for it to happen, but it worked.
30 long minutes.
30.
And then the match against Batista, which also took 30 minutes at WrestleMania 35.
My God.
Like, why do we need... There was like 6 30-minute matches on that card. I'm like, wow.
It's like, and not only that, but like the Undertaker and that the Undertaker and Shane McMahon Hell in a Cell match was like 3 bumps, and everybody knew what was going to happen. It just took 30 minutes for that shit to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my God, Michael.
But yeah, Triple H is one of the best superstars of all time, in my opinion. Can't beat him. So.
Can't do it.
All right, Chuck, what you got for your second?
All right, for my second, I'm gonna have to go with the Nature Boy,
Ric Flair.
I see. I feel you.
Buddy Rogers.
6-time champion. Like,
yeah, I think that was mine too.
He was wrestling in the what's that 80s?
Yeah.
70s and 80s, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was the guy then, but he still kept doing it generation after generation after generation. Like, he made himself relevant all the way until the 2010s? Like,
yeah,
late 2000s, or you know what I'm saying?
2010s. He was still wrestling in the 2010s.
Uh-huh.
Like, what was the match between him and that match between him and Shawn Michaels where nigga got the tear in his eye? You know what I'm saying? When he was like, I'm sorry, and then super kicked the fuck out of him.
Kicked him in the face.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was still putting on good matches late in his career, like real good matches.
Not to mention that one bump, that really like ridiculous bump that we thought he died at WrestleMania 22 in the ladder match.
You dead, man?
Yeah. No, that Ric Flair. No, it was off of a suplex off the Money in the Bank ladder match, and
he was like,
no. It was a delayed reaction. That's the thing.
He was like, I fell. He's like, wait, I'm supposed to be hurt.
And then it was like right into the main mic.
But I mean, he brought he was really one of the first people with the showmanship on the mic. You know what I'm saying? Like, he brought that flair. You know, the robes and the pyro. You know, all of that. His entry song. It was just
It's a great time.
The greatest.
He's literally the greatest. So
Yeah. See, like the thing that with Ric Flair, I would have him on my greatest WWE superstar list, but when I think about Ric Flair, I think more about
WCW.
WCW and the NWA. That's mainly what I think about. So I
But
mean, like,
even
I mean,
in
what it,
even in his time in WWE,
I mean, yeah, like
he was still great. Like
he
was great.
what he did
Ric,
with Evolution and all that was
yeah.
fucking
See,
fantastic.
what I said, honestly, you can really make a case that Ric Flair has 4 Hall of Fame careers. Obviously, NWA, WCW,
WCW.
WWE, and I'm gonna say it right now, TNA, because of the Woo War, and you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, just type it in on YouTube. That's all you need to know. Just type it in. Let's
The
type it
Woo
in.
War, the Woo War
The Woo War
with Jay Lethal.
Hey, Chris, hey, go back.
Woo!
Hey, woo, woo,
Woo!
woo.
Like
And
no, like Ric Flair actually did the moves in the ring, and then Jay Lethal was on stage dropping like invisible people.
hey, Chris, hey, fun fact. When you talk about Triple H, did you know? Fun fact for WrestleMania 17, the match that we almost got between Triple H and Undertaker, it was a proposal match for Triple H to box Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah, I knew about that.
Okay. And
I
if
knew
they
about
did,
that.
but the backup plan was for Triple H to be involved in a match against Ray Lewis. Yes.
I mean,
And,
he did just win the Super Bowl that year, so
yeah,
I
and,
mean,
and there was months after the double murder charges.
yeah.
So WWE in 2001, ladies and gentlemen.
All right,
I'm
so that's
locked
2
up,
for each.
alone,
Chris, you're going again for round 3.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Macho Man, yeah.
Macho Man Randy Savage Basil. Motherfucker, Scotty too hotty. I mean, what can I say? I mean, you want my skills, you want technician, you want showmanship, you want a guy who is larger than life, who is still he's probably your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler when they were a kid. It's Macho Man Randy Savage. He had everything.
Slim Jim commercials.
Slim Jim commercials.
Snap into a Slim Jim.
This man has 3 Hall of Fame careers in the media, in the ring, and as Bones. This motherfucker was Bonesaw in a movie. He trained
He
so
was.
much to fight Bonesaw. Next victim.
You're going nowhere.
Nowhere. I got you for 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes of he died. I'm telling you.
What
man.
you doing up there? Staying away from you. I was like, goddamn, Spider-Man minutes.
Right.
He's like, what's your name, kid? The Human Spider. He said, oh, that sucks.
Exactly.
You're going to get your ass beat up. That
Yeah, but
was
Randy
NWO Randy Savage too.
Huh?
That was NWO Randy Savage too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Randy Savage, I mean, like I said, I mean, like you want flamboyant showmanship on the mic, in the ring, and just like him. So I mean, like, no, you're not gonna find much better than Randy Savage. You really won't.
You really won't.
He has to be on there. He has to.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about Randy Orton.
I like
Randy Orton.
I like it.
Randy Orton, which they talked about it on the Bash at Berlin. Like, this man has been in WWE for over 20 years.
And we watched him grow
up.
up.
18.
I feel old.
We watched him grow up.
Since he was 18.
That's crazy.
It's nuts.
But he's been this good since he was 18.
And here's the thing, we watched him grow up.
And
literally.
But the crazy thing is he started training to be a wrestler at 18.
Yeah.
That's when he started.
That's late for a lot of folks.
But I'm saying, like, he had the choice to his daddy gave him the choice of, like, either going to the army or something like that, or
the Marines, yeah,
or to become a wrestler. And that nigga was like, well, I guess I'm about to strap these boots up. And became a wrestler. Like, that shit
man, baby.
But that shit just was just natural to him, and it just looked it natural, like when he was out there at a young age. Like
Yeah.
that shit
You
was
got the
crazy.
you got the RKO, the
The punt
the
kick.
punt,
The
the
punt,
punt kick,
Yeah.
the scoop
punt
slam,
was-
man. That scoop slam gets me every time. I'm like,
Just
man,
like,
he'd be
you
like,
got you got
knock him down.
you got the draping DDT.
DDT, yep.
You got the like the combination net breaker to a back breaker. You got that. Even when like the bar rainy days where he like his opponent be laying down and he'll just stomp on every single part of the body in a damn
Mhm.
circle and shit. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
crazy.
Then you also have the classic matches with John Cena, many
Right.
classic matches.
Right.
The match at WrestleMania 25, which should have been a no disqualification match, but it
Should
wasn't.
have been
That was also a good match, good build up too.
great build up. But the match was like,
Then you have the
27 match against Punk at 27.
27 match was okay.
Okay.
It was okay. It was more of CM Punk's better match than Randy Orton's match. But I would
Fair.
say his best match in the 2010s would be the Seth Rollins match at 31.
Yeah.
Is that the one where he arcade Seth out of the air?
Yep.
Out of the air. That was a sleep. That whole WrestleMania was a sleeper Mania. Every match was like, okay, what they going to do? And they over delivered.
Yeah, they under promised and over delivered.
Yeah.
It's WrestleMania 31, and I've said before, it's a top 3 Mania of all time. Three or five. It's damn near top. It's a top 5 Mania of all time.
Yeah, it's up there.
Because it was literally Vince and Triple H getting along on the main card. That's literally what it was. Because Triple H was like, look what I'm cooking up in NXT. Look, we got up here on the main roster. Okay, let's do it. So
let's do this. All right, Chuck, what you got for 3?
My third, I'm gonna have to go. Oh man, for my third, I'm gonna have to go Roman. The shit he been putting on for the last 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years.
Like this Roman,
Roman,
is crazy. Like
Rogue Roman.
Like he has. I'm gonna just say this: like if John Cena saved WWE, Roman did that shit too. Like
he kept it rolling.
This bloodline, the bloodline shit saved WWE so much, especially with AEW starting up, and a lot of people was hype about AEW, and then they brought out the bloodline shit.
Man,
and it was like, fuck AEW. What the fuck is going on with the bloodline? What's gonna happen this week with the bloodline? Like, and the storyline is still going. Like,
it's more layers.
It's like a never-ending story. Even though I know a lot of people, when Roman first came out, he was supposed to be the next guy, right? Like, and they was just forcing him. A lot of people didn't like him,
right?
But like this Roman, like he put on great matches. He put on good ass matches. He don't disappoint. No. And in the middle of the matches, he gonna talk some shit and he gonna entertain.
That's true.
And he got better on the mic.
Oh my god, he got so much better.
He got so much better on the mic. Like, I don't know, the whole time he was taking his chemo or whatever, that nigga was doing acting classes or whatever. But when he came back as the tribal chief, that shit was just, his mic skills was like top tier.
Yeah. Exponential improvement.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I mean, you got to put Roman up there.
I can't just say WWE. This man carried professional wrestling on his back. On his back.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Professional wrestling in the midst of incredibly crazy times with the pandemic and everything. Like, SmackDown was literally the hottest thing in professional wrestling, and there was not a damn fan in the crowd. It was storylines. That was what it was.
Like this man, but the crazy thing is, this man had the whole arena throwing up ones like the whole arena.
I did it for 4 years. Every time he came out, I'm like, oh.
Listen, I was right there with you, bro.
Yeah. No, we did a
So-
SummerSlam.
I'd be sleeping on the couch and like a YouTube video be like playing in the background. I'd be like, I hear the music. I'm like,
Yeah.
Like that tribal chief shit. Him and Paul Heyman cooked up some. Cooked up some shit.
okay. All right. That was good. Roman Reigns. All right, Basil. Redemption.
You need
What's your third?
redemption.
All right.
I need some heat. I need some heat.
I'm about to say honky tonk.
Brock Lesnar.
Okay. All right. I like that.
That's Scotty Chihadi and Brock Lesnar. Okay.
You sure you don't want to go with Zoink?
Not Joint the Clown.
No.
Not Joint the Clown.
What was it? Gangrel or whatever?
Ahmed Johnson.
Even though the Brood had a cold ass theme song, I will say that.
Brood had one of the coldest theme songs.
All right, so first now would be
so my whole thing with Brock Lesnar. So it was
Brock Lesnar, man.
You always had like super strong guys. Like you always had like the Andre the Giants and the Big Show and Mark Henry and all that. So it wasn't that unheard of to have, these big old dudes that are just always constantly lifting people and just, slamming them down and all that. But Brock just came with the whole physicality, kind of like Kurt Angle, but he wasn't a tactician wrestler at all. He was just straight up, I'm going to pick you up and just drop you.
He was a technician though. He was amateur.
No. When I'm talking about the same level as like Kurt Angle,
and damn near broke his neck.
Wait, who?
He was out here. Brock Lesnar.
No, wait, broke whose neck?
He tried to do, what was that? Somersault or spring sault, and then
the shooting star press, yeah. Show
big ass, damn well you can't pull that off.
But that's the main event of WrestleMania.
But here's the thing: if you look at some of his dog matches, he was actually hitting the shooting star press. He was actually hitting it.
Yeah.
But like
just at WrestleMania, you fuck up. Hey, it happens.
You didn't have to do
on the biggest stage.
It just happens.
Three F5s. That's all I had to do. And honestly, that match is kind of a what if scenario could think about it. No, Kurt broke his neck during that match. Brock fucked himself up during that match, and then like you go fast forward a couple months later, Kurt got an injury in the SummerSlam rematch. And it's just a weird. It's just a weird thing. But
that year alone.
Oh, SmackDown was cooking. Are you kidding me?
Was cooking.
They were cooking.
And then just look at the fact that I think he's still he might still be the youngest wrestler to be the champion.
Well, he's the youngest WWE champion, but Randy was the youngest heavyweight champion because obviously probably.
That's what I'm saying. WWE champion.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, I think he might still be the youngest.
Technically, yeah.
And just the fact of just how long he was able to still keep his record and all that. Now, granted, that was also when they were trying to make the championship matches where they weren't going to be on like a Monday. They had to be at pay-per-views.
Of course.
There's the fact of just how long he was able to stay a champion. And he's still technically wrestling.
He was only champion for like 200 days.
Exactly. But see, a lot of people didn't like that. But here's the thing: I thought it was kind of a good thing because here's the thing: like when you if you have your champion who's full time, which obviously ideal, but when your champion is not regularly on your program, that puts the focus on who you like on everyone else on your roster, who you're building.
Who's going to face the champion?
Because whoever you're building up to say, oh, this is the guy who's going to beat them, that's going to put him over exponentially. So that's the thing. So like granted, there were a couple of snoozes in there. I'm sorry, Ricochet, but it's
I thought you were talking about his first run. You're not talking about when he came back. I think when he was he was only champion for like 200 days, but when he came back in 2012. When he came back in 2012, beat everybody, then became the WWE World Heavyweight Champion and was champion and then left for 4 months at a time. That was probably the best era of WWE in my opinion, when he was the champion and had everybody else fight for a spot to fight for it, that was actually really good. Now we're talking about 2017, 2018, 2019. That's where you lost.
Lord. Yeah,
But that's what I'm saying though is they didn't try to do that sort of thing until Brock got into the scene where it's like until it really kind of built it up. It's like who's gonna
beat Brock Lesnar? Who's gonna beat Brock Lesnar, Basil?
Exactly.
Exactly. No.
They had to bring Goldberg back. That's how they had to beat him.
And I know you had to think like, oh, who was legitimate enough that the audience could think, yeah, they could be Brock Lesnar, like legitimate enough. Now, I will say this. Ideally, like even Brock won Brock's best matches. The match with him against Daniel Bryan from like Survivor Series, I think in 20.
Oh my god,
that match,
which should have been Jinder Mahal. But anyway, go ahead. Jinder Mahal versus Brock Lesnar. They had a promo, Chris, for Survivor Series. That was the best promo in Survivor Series history. But instead of having Jinder Mahal, I'll send you the video. I'll send you the video later. That was one of the best Survivor promos of all time. They haven't done one since.
I need to see this.
I'm telling you.
I need to see this.
You arguing with Chris Canty. This is one of the best Survivor Series promos of all time. But they switched it last minute. Okay, AJ Styles won the championship in London or Manchester, one of those cities over there. He beat Jinder Mahal for the title just so they could have AJ Styles Daniel Bryan versus whatever. It was
great match.
It was a time to be alive. Jinder Mahal as the WWE champion.
And here's the crazy thing, and I can't believe this blows my mind. Jinder Mahal, I want everybody here, to hear me on this. Jinder Mahal one reign with the WWE Championship. His one reign was longer than all 8 of The Rock's WWE Championship reigns. I can't believe I just said that. Because The Rock never held the belt for more than 3 months. Jinder Mahal had it for 6.
Mm-hmm.
I think 6.5.
And every time he had a match, he would get the Singh brothers to mess it up. He'll keep the championship.
It was the same match with the same ending.
Hey man, that's how you keep your champ. That's Roman Reigns, basically. What are you talking about?
Oh no. Well,
it is.
Roman's different, okay?
It's the same thing.
I mean, Roman's different, okay?
I mean, as a heel, though,
you might as well have a "Make WWE Great Again" hat on, Chris.
But the thing about it is, as a heel, he was Jinder Mahal was a heel.
Roman Reigns was a heel.
No, but I'm saying, but heels never win clean.
Roman won clean as a heel.
He did.
No,
he did. Out of the 10 matches, he probably won clean like twice. All the other ones, it was I'll say
somebody always interrupted.
Solo Sikoa came out. The Usos came out. Shoot, even Tamina came out once. I don't know.
Shit.
I don't know. Tamina, Nia Jax, they all came out. Naomi came out. It was a clusterfuck thing.
I don't remember Roman ever winning. I mean, he maybe once or twice, like you say, Chris. He won clean.
The match at WrestleMania was it 37 or 38 with Edge and Daniel Bryan when he stacked them up.
He said he
did exactly what he said I was gonna. He did exactly what he said he was gonna do.
He said, "Nigga."
He said,
that's when he walked in late, though, right? After they had whooped each other's ass for a minute, and then he walked in and signed the contract, and then
he made him wait.
He said,
"That was cold."
The internet blew that shit up, but guess what? It ended up being for the better. But he beat Daniel Bryan clean and all those other things. You know, I'm telling you.
All right, so Brock Lesnar was Basil's third. What do I do? I did Randy Orton. Who's for next for fourth? It'd be Chuck.
Everybody did their third already? Jeez.
Yeah,
I did my third. Yeah,
4. I'm gonna have to go with Roman Reigns' Shield mate, Seth Rollins.
God damn,
that's a good pick.
Good pick.
That's a damn good pick.
The architect. I mean, he has reinvented himself over and over and over again, and every gimmick he has been a success, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like every gimmick, And then in the ring, he can wrestle with anybody. Like, and make them look great.
You're right.
He's one of them guys that you can put him in a ring with a rookie, and that rookie will come out of that match looking like he's a superstar.
He made Omos look like $1 million.
That's fucking hard to do.
I mean,
That's
This
the
man made
impossible.
Omos look like $1 million. It was a 10-minute match at Backlash last year. He made him look like
10
$1
long
million.
minutes.
That is impossible to do.
He was bumping his ass off for him.
But like I say, Seth is one of the greats. He's one of them. By the end of his career, he's going to be considered a GOAT.
I think he already is.
If he's not already.
I think he already is.
True.
So I'm gonna go with Seth.
All right, Chris, you're next.
I'm gonna take the architect, Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho, I believe, is professional wrestling David Bowie. This man has been wrestling all over the continent at so many different promotions from like the late 80s, 4 decades. Like even right now, what he's doing at AEW, or like what with AEW. I mean, like just promos, matches, ring work, charisma. Like he could change, like Seth Rollins, like Rollins did after him. Chris Jericho, could change literally from like a loudmouth heel, a chicken shit heel, a cowardly heel. But when he threw on the suit, and there was no type of theatrics, nothing like that. When he do on the suit from like No Country for Old Men and everything else, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker serious. But yeah, man, like I know that yes, he's still wrestling.
Oh, the list. He made a piece of paper.
He got a clipboard over
a list,
a clipboard.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime they see the list and we saw that pen, it would get the biggest ovation of the night. A damn clipboard.
Be like,
you have just made the list.
I'll be like, all right, guys.
Exactly, man. So I mean, like, oh yeah, the list. You got what's that? The best in the world gimmick, the AEW gimmick, like hell, even the shit with. I mean, like I said, like Jericho is he's pro wrestling David Bowie. He can change his gimmick, but he never gets boring. And like if you see a Jericho match, you know it's gonna be a good one.
Yes,
because he's that reliable.
Right.
Yeah, right. Jericho definitely one of the GOATs.
All right, my next one would be Edge.
Shout out to Adam Copeland.
If you want a 101 class of how to be one of the most annoying superstars of all time, one of the best heels of all time, how to sleep your way to the top 101, how to cash in a Money in the Bank, not once, but twice.
He's cashing in. He's cashing in.
Man.
He was the first. He was the first one who showed everybody the way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And ever since then, people been doing it that way.
You know the one thing I wish that they end up doing with the Money in the Bank. I wish that they actually have it like one, because this is one thing that's never been done. Somebody holds the Money in the Bank briefcase and holds it to the very last day of the next year.
Last day.
That's never happened.
Like the day before the Money in the Bank,
and maybe this is just a shameless plug for WWE. If you're going to do it, have Dom and Mysterio win Money in the Bank next. Hear me out. Have Dom and Mysterio win Money in the Bank next year, and then on the very last day of 2026, if you really want to get cinema, have him screw over his dad. Have him screw over Rey Mysterio to win that shit. If you really want to go there, but I just think you could, like, if anyone can pull that type of heat off.
Mysterio though,
I can't. I don't see Ray. I can't see Ray as
anybody. I know anybody. Anybody.
Mysterio.
Anybody. Shit. Have be Seth Rollins or shit. Whomever.
All right, Vince Russo.
Go Damn. I'm just saying.
He killed you.
I'm just saying, man. Nuclear heat.
Buff Bagwell, Mom on a pole. What is it? What was it?
Judy Bagwell on the pole match.
You might as well just do that.
From the
actually, we might have to do it. We have to go back 20 years to 2005. Have Dominic and Rey Mysterio fight over custody of someone's baby.
Even worse.
Over Liv Morgan's baby. That'd be good.
Even worse. It's the 20-year anniversary of it. A concrete crypt match.
Oh Lord.
Oh, I'm going way back.
The custody battle. Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio both had sex with Liv Morgan. And they got to find out who the father is for a ladder match.
And then Vicky got to miss her cue.
The Rhea's going to come
Where
out
the
and miss her
fuck is
cue.
Vicky?
Where the fuck is Rhea? Where the fuck is Rhea?
And the mic caught that shit too. He was like, whoa.
Right.
What are you talking about, Eddie?
All right, so I got Edge.
Bad.
One of the best matches he had was WrestleMania 24. And WrestleMania 26 with Chris Jericho. That's a sleeper match right there.
Damn, no love for 22 against Mick Foley.
22 was okay. I'm not a huge fan of that match.
Really?
But I do love his match with Booker T. WrestleMania. What was it, 18?
18. Yeah.
That was good.
It was nah.
It was shenanigans. Just shenanigans.
The whole feud
Over a hair commercial.
A shampoo commercial. For Christ's sake.
But then of course you have the TLC 2 Triangle Ladder match.
Yeah.
You have the Hell in a Cell match. Well, I think it was against Finn Balor. It was a good match.
For the time that it was, yeah. It was okay.
And of course the Survivor Series match when he just came as the surprise entrant. Vicky's like, he's here, and he came out. You think you know me? I was like, oh shit, it's Edge.
You got the 2010 Royal Rumble return.
Yep.
Which nobody saw coming.
That pop was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even Mike Strike was like, oh shit.
They had to cut his mic off. He said, holy shit. Vince was like, cut it.
I watched that
You
Rumble.
know what? I can't wait until next year when they on Netflix and shit is just gonna be able to fly. Like, imagine Pat McAfee on Netflix. That shit is gonna be
unhinged,
fantastic. Do you hear me?
I'm ready for it. I'm ready.
Do you hear me?
They're gonna say so many racist things on that motherfucker.
That shit is gonna be crazy.
Give that monkey a banana. I was like,
that's doing Vince days. That's doing Vince days.
Damn.
No, someone's gonna say it, and Vince, or not Vince, but Nick Khan and Triple H gonna be like, "Hey, cut that shit out."
Hey, that's like what I said last night when I said no in the Teddy Long clip in the Theodore Long clip to Eric Bitch. I'm not gonna repeat it for obvious reasons, but yeah.
Get that thing.
Holla if you hear me.
Get that cracker out of my ring. He said,
"This was in 2005, ladies and gentlemen. In 2005,
this cracker out of my ring." I'm gonna edit this shit. Hold on, 1 minute.
Oh my god,
1 hour. Just like, all right. Chuck, what's your final one?
All right, this one about to be a shocker.
All right, okay. Not the Shockmaster.
This about to be a shocker.
But Baze already said Sky too hot. You can't get much worse than that.
It's not that bad. It's not even bad at all.
Oh, thank God.
But
Stevie Ray.
I'm gonna have to go with the greatest woman wrestler of all time, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair, okay.
I like that.
Charlotte Flair is probably the greatest woman wrestler ever to step in the ring. There's nothing she cannot do. Yeah. I can, even if you put her in there with a man, I think she could still hold her own in a match.
Yeah.
It's really nothing Charlotte as a wrestler cannot do. She's good on the mic. She got the charisma. She entertaining. she's good as a face or a heel.
I prefer
Yeah.
heel like 30 times more, but that's just me.
Heel better, yeah.
I mean,
Way
yeah,
more.
but she's good as a face, but she's
Yeah.
better as a heel. But there's nothing, like I say, she's the greatest woman wrestler of all time. Like if you was to build a female wrestler, it's going to be modeled after Charlotte Flair. I don't care what nobody say.
You know what? You're not gonna get no argument from me. I can't even
No
front.
argument for me.
I can't even front. I can't even front.
So that's my last
Charlotte
one.
Flair. All right, Chris, what's your final?
Shit, I could do a top 5 list just on the women. I can do that. But let's see. My number 5 has got to be you know, I don't know who said it already, but I got to say I got to go for The Rock.
I said The Rock already.
Oh, you did?
Yes, that was my number one.
That was his
Oh,
number
shit.
one choice.
Oh shit.
You're not even paying attention to your best friend.
No, I am.
Pick again, nigga.
Okay, thanks.
You gotta find someone else to be your best man. It's like, no.
I know.
I'm still waiting on my invitation. Don't worry about it.
Me too. Shit.
All
That's
right.
crazy.
Okay, let's
He's
go.
the week before.
He could be walking down the aisle. Where's everybody?
He gonna send you a text like, Chris, why you not here? Where?
Oh, the wedding was today, huh? Well, I'm at
Well, I'm out of town.
I'm out of town, but I'm
Can
not
we
in
do this
Indiana.
next weekend?
No, the next week is my birthday, so I'm definitely ain't coming next weekend. Going to your wedding on my birthday? Hell no.
I already know you wouldn't do that. I already know. So I'm
And
gonna go.
don't have your wedding on October 12th either. Just putting that out there.
I got none on October 12th. I got none on that day.
No, don't have it on because there's too many college football games that day.
Thank you. All right. I would go. I'll go CM Punk. I'll go CM Punk.
Okay.
The reason why he is the complete opposite of what Vince would want in a top guy. The complete opposite. When you think about like how champions were, when Vince was running the company, huge muscular superstars and wrestlers and everything. And then you got somebody like CM Punk who was literally the complete opposite of that. I mean, my skills, Hall of Fame, ring work, Hall of Fame worthy, top tier ring work. I mean, if I can watch a 1 hour montage or compilation of just your promos, you're in a different breed. If I can watch 2 hours of you roasting people on the mic, you're at a whole new level. There's not too many people I can do that with but definitely CM Punk. I mean, obviously, the Money in the Bank match we've seen it from 2011, classic. The pipe bomb, but pretty much, you could say is one of the most important
iconic moments
in all of wrestling, not just
Mm-hmm.
WWE, but in wrestling history. Like we're talking up there when Hogan turns heel, like that influential. Like it has to. What's that? The current shit right now with Drew. Yes, it was a couple of good matches over there in AEW. Even his indie stuff with Ring of Honor, great stuff. The classic with Samoa Joe, Daniel Bryan. Well, Bryan Danielson back there. The stuff with him. He was even on TNA for a couple of coffee over there. The man's great.
Mm-hmm.
And if you had told me in 2024 that he and Triple H can actually stand each other in the same building, considering how WWE was as a company like 10 plus years ago, I would never believe it. But hell is frozen over. So, like I said, guy gotta give his props.
Not mad at that one.
Guy gotta give his props.
Yeah, that's good. I'm going to wrap up the show by talking about one of the best women's wrestlers of all time. Recent category, she has had the women's champion for over a year. They took it away from her because, she quote unquote got hurt. But hey, I got to give the sisters some love. So I'm going to give Bianca Belair as one of the best WWE superstars. heel or face.
I want to see her as a heel again.
Oh my gosh, that
Heel was amazing.
I want to see, and the thing is, I don't even think she wasn't really a heel in NXT.
She was just being her,
but she was just being what a lot of people are in wrestling now. They're really not heel nor face. They just
being them.
And I like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She said, "I'm the best. I'm the greatest. The best." You know what I'm saying? EST of WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Try to beat me.
Yeah, and here's the thing: like, they made it was such a smooth transition from Sasha Banks to Bianca. It was so smooth, such a smooth transition. Because obviously, when Sasha left, Bianca was right there, and they built. And
that was after they match, wasn't it, at WrestleMania?
Yeah, that was after the match, which was the first women's match for a world title featuring 2 black women.
And
never happened before.
Never did
until that day.
And like
I cried.
Yeah,
I had a little tear from my eye. I'm like, this is the first time.
First time, man.
Well, too bad the first time 2 black men went after the WWE Championship. It was on an episode of Raw, but it's okay.
Yeah,
and both of them aren't in the company anymore, but it's okay.
Yeah, but yeah, like no, Bianca's just one of those people that like, you know, she'll forever be like over because like she just has like she really has it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she has it.
She has it.
Double entendre. She has it.
No comment.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I got no comment.
I mean, hey, I don't disagree with neither one of them entendres.
Me neither. Montez is one lucky man.
Boy, ain't he?
Mm-hmm. I was like, boy, whew. If you in gorilla position.
If you thought that Sasha Banks' DMs were blowing up after she and her husband got divorced, if this happened with them, when I'm wishing it, we are not.
I'm not wishing anything. I'm just ready. DMs are right here.
Hey, Chris,
slide on in this real quick.
I'm playing.
Whenever y'all in Detroit, hit me up.
Well, you at the, little
matter of fact, where you at? I will come to you.
Mm-hmm. Fly me out. Sorry, no.
Yeah, Bianca's great.
All right, Bianca's a really great champion. She's very athletic. That whip though, she has to conserve the whip. Okay, the hair whip.
Not before a big match.
Every 13 months.
But she don't do it that often. She save it for big matches.
Yeah. But I tell you, when we were at SummerSlam, as guys when Chris and I was there, and when the hair whip came out,
Chuck was there too.
He was?
Yeah.
Which one? When she whipped?
No. SummerSlam last year.
SummerSlam 200. He was there.
No, I ain't go to that one. I ain't make it to that one.
You didn't go?
I didn't go.
I ain't make it to that one.
Oh, it was probably just Haney then.
Haney went. Yeah, I went to the SummerSlam. What was that? The year before in Vegas. Was that the year before?
Okay, that was in Vegas.
21.
That was in Vegas.
I went to the one in Vegas. Yeah,
but I think it was 20.
No, that was 22.
I know Vegas was in. Wait, no, yeah. Oh, it was
Vegas 22. Detroit was 23. We were there, Chris. I got the ticket stuff.
Wait, no. I think Vegas was 21 because Nashville was 22. I think. I'm pretty sure it was.
All right.
But whatever. But the hair whip when we went.
We're remembering SummerSlam venues. Like, are we really that nerdy? Come on.
When the hair whip came out, we from where Chris and I were saying that we heard that we were like, God damn.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, ow, my rib.
It was definitely a sound machine, but it's okay.
I know, but still though, man.
But it's okay. So those are our top 5 greatest WrestleMania / WWE superstars of all time. It's late, Chris.
I know.
Stop it.
I know.
Those are the great
WrestleMania, but I'm gonna let that slide.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say
I know. Those are the greatest I keep on saying it. The greatest WWE superstars to us, our top 5. So That's been another edition of the Great Debaters. Basil had to leave because he gets cranky if he's up after midnight.
Hey,
but
put your superstars in the comment. Let us know.
Don't say Scotty too hotty.
And if we don't like them, we will let you know.
Yeah, we will let you know. Mm-hmm. All right, so that's been me, Chris Canty, Christopher Bird, and Chuck. See y'all next week on the Great Debaters.
Peace.